Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom video bulletin. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Skyrim mod showcase for the PlayStation 4, I have for you a work-in-progress mod by the mod author Cyan49. I have made these types of videos before. This is mainly to, one, show you the PS4 Skyrim community, what Cyan is working on, and two, to help Cyan49 out. As he is working on these, he is unable to see the color variations on his PC. He can't see how they're turning out, so he is asking for help from the community with either pictures or videos. So I figured he might enjoy some moving pictures in a video. So this mod can currently be found in the work in progress section. It is called ArmorRecolorTest3 and it is by the mod author Cyan49. This is version 1 of this mod. It is for testing some recolors, and it says here that the mod adds recolored armors directly into your inventory. This adds in the Daedric Curious, 8 of those, Ebony Mel 8, the Madness Curious 4 of those, Amber Curious 2, Amber Shield 2, and Amber Weapons 8. And I probably did not pronounce that correctly, but people that's with this channel long enough know that. And for you new people, yeah, I fuck up the names all the time. Okay, Lydia, you know the drill. Thanks for getting into your spot. And just to let you know, Cyan, I did temporarily disable the Armor Recolor 2. I didn't know if it could possibly conflict with this mod or not, so I did disable it. I didn't think it would, but I just thought I should mention that in case that is of any importance. Alright, so we will be taking a look at the armors first. This is Amber Armor B1. Now, the armors, I do believe, are just the chest pieces. This will not include the gauntlets or the boots. So the boots that you will be seeing on these outfits are just the vanilla boots from the dress that she wears when she's not wearing any of her armor. As you can see, this one here is what appears to be kind of a dark orange color with some green mixed in.
What do you want me to carry?
And that was, wait a minute, where is it? Amber Armor B1. Okay, so next we'll take a look at the Amber Armor B2. Okay, so this is almost identical to the first. I think this is maybe a darker or more vibrant orange. It's kind of hard sometimes for me to remember, even if it's one right after the other, the subtle changes that's here. But I do believe that is darker than the previous orange that we saw on the other armor.
I'm right behind you.
And that was
What do you want me to carry?
Amber Armor B2. Oh, okay, so that was the only two Amber armor. So let's see if she will equip this Amber Shield B1. And of course she didn't. Okay, I'll showcase the shields with my character later on. For whatever reason, she won't equip the shields when I give them to her. But I want to continue with the armors first while I have her standing here before she decides to wander off. So we'll come back to the shields a little later on. Let's take a look at Daedric Armor B1. Okay, so this armor is a mixture of yellow or gold, whichever you prefer calling it, black, with it looks like some tint of red in there mixed in, most noticeably on the chest plate and a little bit on the stomach area.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
And that was Daedric Armor B1. Here is Daedric Armor B2. And oh, now this one looks really neat.
I'll follow.
This one here is a mixture of red and black, and we see the same red highlights that were in the area on the previous armor, so that's probably going to be on every armor in those spots, but it actually mixes in quite well with this one and gives it a really nice look. I really like that, personally. The Daedric armor is always one of the neater looking armors in the game.
What do you want me to carry?
Okay, that was Daedric Armor B2. Here is Daedric Armor B3. Okay, I think this is a toned down red and black. The red isn't as vibrant on this one. Again, looks good. And kind of suits this, kind of suits this armor. The look of it.
I've got your back.
And
What do you
let's
want me to
see.
carry?
That was Daedric Armor B3. Wait a minute. Is that? Yes, it is. Give me that. Every time I turn around. Any rate. Really, Lydia, stop collecting the firewood to where you can over-encumber yourself. Here is Daedric Armor B4. I swear, if I don't watch her like a hawk anytime we're near firewood.
Lead on.
Okay, so this one looks to be a mixture of white, black, and the red accents that we've seen on the armor previously. And that was the Daedric Armor
What do you want me to carry?
B4. I do believe there are still some more Daedric armors to go through here. Yeah, several more. Here is Daedric Armor B5. And this one appears to be, I would say that's probably a blue. A little bit of purple maybe mixed in there on the side. It kind of looks like that's, again, probably the way the light hits it where she stands, but I'm thinking this is probably a blue. Sometimes it is kind of hard to be able to tell on these.
I've got your back.
Kind of gives a, I'd say, like an ethereal look to it. That was Daedric Armor B5. Now we'll take a look at Daedric Armor B6.
Lead on.
Okay, I'm not exactly certain. This is almost identical to one of the earlier ones, white tinted. Kind of has a little bit of maybe a purplish tint to it. I don't know if maybe the color just didn't stick to this one, or if it is supposed to be another kind of a white variation. There looks to be a little bit of a tint of color there, though.
What do you want me to carry?
Maybe a very light purple. That was Daedric Armor B6. Here is Daedric Armor B7. Okay, now that one is definitely a purple. We have a mixture of purple, the black that we have seen before, with some red accents thrown in. Again, because the red is always in the exact same spots on the armor, that is probably part of the default coloration of the armor, would be my guess.
What do you want me to carry?
That was Daedric Armor B7. I think there's one more in the Daedric Armor to take a look at. Yeah, Daedric Armor B8. Okay, and this one is a darker purple. We've kind of seen this done before where he'll have like two different variations of purple. A more vibrant one and then a darker one that we've seen in previous armor recolor mods that I've shown. The purple on the shoulder pads on this one looks quite nice.
Still here. What do you want
And
me to
that
carry?
was the final Daedric armor. That was the Daedric Armor B8. Okay, so let's see what would be the next one. I've tried to keep track of what I already had and what's added in. Luckily, they're labeled as B1, B2. Here is Ebony Mel B1, and so that helps to be able to
Going then.
keep track of what was added in. So this is a gold or a dark yellow, whichever you prefer to call it, Ebony Mel armor. We have a mixture of gold and black. The Ebony Mel armor is always a very good looking armor in the game, the way that it's crafted and stuff.
I'm right behind you.
The ebony armor in
What do you want
general
me to carry?
it's one of those ones that just has a really good look to it, in my opinion. Just like, I think it's called, oh hell, I can't think what it's called, the Nightingale armor or something like that. There's one that has a cape that also looks really good. This is Ebony Mel B2, the previous one being Ebony Mel B1.
Going then.
This is a mixture of a red and black on the armor, as you can see. And again, as always, the boots are not part of this, so just keep that in mind. These two colors mix nicely
Behind you.
together with the kind of dark
What do you want me to
accents
carry?
on the red and the black there. That was Ebony Mel B2. Here is Ebony Mel B3.
Let's get going then.
Okay, this one's kind of throwing me for a loop. I almost want to say that that's a brown, but I don't really think that I don't recall ever really seeing a brown armor recolor in any of the previous ones, so I'm not exactly certain what this would be.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
In any case, that was Ebony Mel B3. Here is Ebony Mel B4. Okay, I do believe that this one is a white. A lot of the times with these, the white will actually look more like the silver color that you see on classic armor, which is always nice looking on armor. I'm always a fan of that classic look of armor.
What do you want me to carry?
That was Ebony Mel B4. Here is Ebony Mel B5.
You lead, I'll
This
follow.
is either another blue or possibly a purple. I'm leaning more towards blue. Again, sometimes it's kind of hard to be able to tell on these, but I'm leaning towards that being a blue.
I've got your back.
One thing that I also really like that
What
this
do you want me
armor
to
is
carry?
doing, that I like that we saw previously with the, that again was Ebony Male B5, that we saw previously with like the Golden Saint armor, is the reflection in the armor on the chest plate and also on the stomach area this time, that is kind of reflecting the world around her. This is Ebony Mel B6. I just think that's really neat looking. As she moves, you kind of see the reflection moving with her, because that's not something that I really ever see in Skyrim that much. So I just think that's a really nice touch. Not really certain. I'm thinking this might again be that kind of a really light purplish tint that I suspected we saw on
Right
the
behind you.
earlier armor, but I'm
What do you
not
want me to
sure.
carry?
That was Ebony Mel B6. I believe we still have a few here. Yeah, a couple more. Ebony Mel B7. And this one is definitely a purple. This is a more vibrant purple, like we've seen previously. And these colors do go together quite nice too. My only one thing I'd say is on the chest area there, the kind of darkness around it, if that could be, it probably can't be changed, but that could be changed to where the upper part is all the same color and the lower part is the darker. I think that would look really good. But that, again, probably is something that is part of the vanilla set of armor and can't be altered. Here is Ebony Mel B8, the previous one being Ebony Mel B7, and this is a darker purple like we've seen before, where we have several maybe purple variations, at least 3 probably. And I do believe that is all of the Ebony Mel.
What do you want me to carry?
Kind of hard for me, again, to keep track of what all was added into this. I'm hoping that I don't accidentally skip some of the armors that were added in with this mod. Since they are labeled with the B1, B2, and so on, it should be... Okay, Madness Armor B1 should be easy to spot them. That is always a very fascinating armor. So this looks to be a dark orange, maybe it was supposed to be a red color, I don't know. Sometimes these do kind of look orange in the way they look. You know, the last time that I showcased these Madness armors is actually the only time I've ever seen them in game, and again, that was Madness Armor B1, and I must say they are very interesting, to say the least, looking armor. Here is Madness Armor B2. Okay, this is a gold looking armor, as you can see. Pretty much the entirety of the armor is gold, except for right around the wrist there and the lower arm. We have a little bit of different color on the belt area there.
What do you want me to carry?
That was Madness Armor B2. Madness Armor B3 is next.
Let's get going then.
And this is again the color that has been kind of throwing me a little bit for a loop here. Here, this one does look like a little bit maybe more of a duller orange. Maybe that's what the other ones were. Not exactly certain, but...
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
And that was Madness Armor B3. That's one interesting thing that you can say about this armor. Don't get caught staring at her because she stares back. Here is Madness Armor B4. I do believe that... Okay, I do believe that this is supposed to be a... we've seen the white color variations in the armor before, so I think that's what this is supposed to be. It still has a little bit of hint of the original color to it, I think. But I'm pretty certain that this is a white variant.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Okay, so that was Madness Armor B4. Not certain how many more of the Madness Armor there is. Oh, okay, that was the last one of the Madness Armors. So here is Steel Plate Armor B1. The Steel Plate Armor is another one that I think is a really good looking armor in the game. It's really form-fitting and stuff, looks nice. I'm guessing that this is maybe a yellowish color variation of the armor, a little bit gold.
I've got your back.
Kind of a dull one.
What do you want me to carry?
But that's another one of the armors that I've always thought looked pretty good in the game. That was Steel Plate Armor B1. I'm again thinking that is kind of a yellow. And I believe there is only one other of the armors left. Yeah, steel plate armor B2. And this would be most likely the white variation, which again on some of these kind of has the classic look of the like silver kind of armor look to it. And so that was the final armor that was included with these color variations. We still have weapons and the shields there to go. That was steel plate armor B2. So, okay, Lydia, I'm going to give you back your clothing, and then I will try to showcase the weapons. So, thank you very much, Lydia, for your help. I'm not exactly certain why the shields are listed under apparel when I would consider that a weapon, but in any case, I'm going to turn my character this way to try to catch the light and equip the shield here to showcase those. So we have two shields, the Amber Shield B1. I'm going to have to hold it like this. I remember when I tried showing shields before, I tried going into third person, and that really didn't work. So hopefully this can help you out, Cyan49, to be able to see it. It's really as best as I can do to try to showcase this, since Lydia wouldn't equip it. Here is Amber Shield B2. And that leaves us with the weapons. I do believe there were several. I'll unequip that. There are several weapons added in, which should be in this category. Okay, so here is Amber Battle Axe B1. I'll equip both of these. Amber Battle Axe B1. Here is Amber Battle Axe B2. And again, with just like with the armors, I can definitely tell that's a more vibrant orange. The first one, from the first one, that is. So I do believe that all of the B2 weapons in this here is Amber Bow B1 are going to be a bit darker. Okay, this is going to be kind of hard. Yeah, okay, this is the best way I can show it. Hope I don't shoot somebody in the ass. Okay, so that was Amber Bow B1. Here is Amber Bow B2. That's all I need is to end up hitting somebody. You might see me fleeing in this video. It'd be like, who the fuck keeps shooting arrows at me over there? Okay, here is Amber Dagger B1. Hopefully enough of the weapon is showing while I'm doing this to be able to get a good look at the color on it, because like the handle of the weapon, hilt, whatever the hell you call that, unfortunately isn't really seeable, except for on the overscreen picture here. I should probably pay attention to what weapons I'm pulling. I apologize for that. This is a really cool looking sword. That was Amber Greatsword B1. Here is Amber Greatsword B2. Why do I have the sudden urge to hold this sword up above my head and go, I have the power? Here is Amber Mace B1. Oh, this is a really cool looking mace. A lot of these weapons, I actually, because I'm always using magic, so a lot of these weapons, I've never really seen them in the game, because that's how observant I am. Here is Amber Mace B2. Again, the B2 variants of the weapons seem to be a darker color scheme. Here is Amber Sword B1. This is different from the Great Sword that we previously saw. Here is Amber Sword B2. And yeah, I can definitely tell on these that the B2 variants are a more vibrant, or darker, I'd say more vibrant color. Amber War Axe B1. You can see a little bit of the handle on this one, luckily, to kind of get a look there. Here is Amber War Axe B2. That's Amber War X B2. Here is Amber Warhammer B1. This is a very nice looking weapon. That color there on the main part of it there is really nice suited for this. Here is Amber Warhammer B2. Between the two, I think this one, the B1, definitely looked better. The color just really suited it, I thought. Okay, those are my normal weapons. Do we have any others? No. I think that was everything. So, yeah. Looks like that's everything. Hopefully I did not miss anything. It's hard for me sometimes to remember, but in any case, I hope that this will help you out, Cyan49, to see the stuff that you are making. I also hope that this help you guys out. If you're interested in this mod, you do need to know that since it's a work in progress, this does get changed quite often, so you might want to grab it sooner rather than later because it will probably be altered very soon. But I just want to say thank you for watching the video. If you made it all the way to the end with me, thank you even more so. And thank you to Cyan49 for continuing to make amazing mods like these. And I hope this helps you out. Take care, everybody, and thanks again for watching. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.